DIY. I'll say it again, DIY. Do it yourself. That's one end of the spectrum. That's one side of the pendulum swing. What's the other side? Clear over here. It's DFY, done for you. DFY, done for you. Now, where do we fall in life when we're looking at, do I do it myself or do I have someone do it for me? A lot of it has to do where we are in the stage of our life, right? When we're young, we have to do everything ourselves. That's just the way it goes. I mean, when we're young enough to be responsible, I should say. As infants, obviously, we have things done for us. But as we grow older in life, in school, we have to take the tests, pass the boards, do the licensure ourselves. That's put upon us. We start a business, a family. We're doing it ourselves. Trading time for dollars, earning an income in our career, professional practice, business, whatever it might be. We do it ourselves. There comes a time when our time starts to become more valuable. When we're young, time's not so valuable. We've got lots of it to expend. That's really what we have to put on the table. That's our currency. But as we get older, time becomes more precious, more important. We want to have more time, discretionary time, to put it into things that matter more than just work. Family, memorable moments, other relationships, service, contribution become more important as we get older in life. So why do I bring this up? I am privileged to have calls, discussions, discovery calls with business owners and professional practice owners on a regular basis. And they're all enjoyable. Really hardworking people, done well, lived good lives, raised good families, done really everything that society told them to do. Yet they're still not free. Even in their 50s, late 50s, early 60s, late 60s, many people are not free. Well, a lot of that's just based on limiting beliefs and not understanding how money works and how they can do better with their money. And when we're having the call and they're explaining to me what they want in life, how they want to make a transition, the question is, well, how do I go about doing it? I said, well, that's what we do. I'm a guide. I've done this myself in my own life. I've done this for hundreds, probably over 1,000 other couples, and helped them gain the freedom much more quickly than they ever thought possible. In some cases, some probably never would have gained it. Not, again, because they're not capable, because in life, we just don't know what we don't know. I had the privilege of learning on my own with the help of other people how to navigate through the constructs and find out what was true and what was not. And a big part of what I did early in life was also do it myself in real estate, building wealth outside of the primary engine, the practice. I did not do a done for you, DFY, in the financial markets. That's where most people go with their investment capital, right? Done for you. I don't have time, don't know what I'm doing there. Here, just take my money, put it in a 401k, and let's call it a day, and you take care of it. I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world. Discipline, having an account, it's locked up till 59 and a half. That's what it is. Not my plan. So early in life, when I had still more time, my time wasn't so valuable as a practitioner, I learned how to do real estate investment from the ground up. My hands were on it. I had control, but that control also had responsibility. As I've gone through life and now helping many other professional practice owners and their spouses, their couples, also build a plan B, diversify outside of Wall Street into other tangible assets. Many times the question comes up, well, David, I can just go do this myself. I know some people, I've got some family and friends. I know somebody that's a developer. I said, the problem is the great work you've done with the knowledge base that you have, the training you've got, the years you've put into it, dedicated. You don't have, those skill sets are not transferable to this other dedication in investing and doing it yourself. They're not transferable. Now, if you were 18, 20, 22 years old and you had time, I'd say, well, go for it. You got time, but you don't have time now. When you're 50s, your 60s, you don't have time to mess around with making the mistakes that you're going to make and probably losing capital. So time and capital become an expense item that you can't afford. Look, when we were younger, we did everything ourselves. We mowed our own lawns. We washed our own cars. We changed the oil in our cars. You know, we changed, there's all kinds of things that we can do, we know how to do. And yet, as we get older, it's more feasible for us to pay somebody else to buy back time to do those things. I don't change the oil in my car anymore. I don't wash my own car. I take it somewhere. Someone else does it. Someone takes it and does it for me. It's the same thing here. Your time is more valuable, and also your lack of knowledge and skill set. Maybe you know how to wash the car. Maybe you know how to change the oil. But in many cases, there's things that you don't know how to do that you'd have to go to Home Depot or buy a Time Life book and try to read about, or go to YouTube and figure it out. Could you do it? Maybe eventually, after many trips back and forth to Home Depot to get the right parts. Probably screwing it up, and half the time, if I did it, I'd still have to call the pro to come fix what I messed up. Do you want to do the same thing with your investment capital, which you worked so hard for over many years? How about a done with you program? That way you are in control of your capital, but you're learning with other people who have already been there and done it. And then if someday you want to fly off and do it yourself, you've gained the momentum, the experience, the guidance. You've had time folded for you in learning how to do this. Makes a lot more sense, but I still have doctors who say, no, I'm going to do it myself. And I just say, Godspeed to you. The people who do a done with you program are the ones who really appreciate the fact that they are learning as they are doing it and having guardrails and guidance along the way. It's a choice. Think really hard about where your time value is and what you're really searching for in your life. You've got to stay focused on your freedom and what really counts in your life today. I'm hosting something I've never done before, and I want to personally invite you and your spouse to join me in New York City in June. This is a hands-on, minds-on immersion into what strategic investing looks like today. You'll gain frameworks to evaluate opportunities that are insulated from Wall Street volatility and built on fundamentals, not hype.
It was so great for us as a couple because it was the first time, I think, that we finally got on the same page with our finances. Before, it was both of us making money but kind of doing our own thing, and this is the first time we were able to sit down and say, okay, what are our goals and how do we get there?
On Friday, you and your spouse will sit down with me for a private strategy workshop where we'll build your personalized roadmap. How to create real cash flow today, not someday. Next, you'll step into the real world of strategic investing. This is where you build real confidence, clarity, and control.
There's just so much that you learn from having boots on the ground and, just walking the streets and seeing the property, seeing the assets firsthand.
You'll enjoy 2 nights in luxury accommodations in the heart of New York City. Share incredible meals and cap the weekend with an unforgettable private yacht tour around Manhattan and the Statue of Liberty. You'll see what's possible and you'll realize you're not alone. We're keeping this weekend intentionally small and highly curated. Once the guest seats are filled, they're gone. If this sounds like what you've been waiting for, it probably is. Let's walk this strategy together. Let's find your freedom on your terms.